Hello, people. My name is Art. Welcome back to another super rant. Wow, this is amazing. Okay, for those of you who I don't really talk about it that much, but for those of you who don't know, I work for the federal government. Okay, and what happened was originally there was iffy about mandating the vaccine. Everybody's talking about Well, you got to be mandating vaccines. So right now, he's toying. Uh, President Biden is talking about certain places mandating vaccines. Okay. All right. So if you're in the healthcare profession, like doctors' offices and hospitals, you have to mandate to be you have to be It's mandated that you have to be vaccinated. I can see now. The thing is, I can see I can see the wisdom in that. I can see the wisdom. Okay, and I can see the turmoil along with that. And he's saying that now, for me and the federal government, we had to. It's going to be mandated we have to be vaccinated. Now, if you're medically, if you can't take the vaccine medically because of whatever medical reasons, you have to show proof of that. You can't just say, "Hey, I can't take it because of this." You have to show the actual proof, and then they have to weigh it out to say whether or not yes or no. Okay, that's what they have to do. Medically or religious purposes, I could technically say I don't want to take the vaccine based on medical purposes because I have a list of all the ingredients in the vaccination and the reason why it's harmful for my body. I do have that. I do. So I can technically say based on religious principles. Now the funny thing is a lot of people in my office know I'm not very religious. So that's where the turmoil comes in. The turmoil comes in because all of a sudden, if you have to mandate it, if you don't believe in taking the vaccine, you say, on religious purposes. What religion do you serve? What proof do you have? I'm pretty sure that, like, for my job, I had to show proof. Like, for example, the Western Michigan University athletes, did they have to show proof of the reason why? I don't know. They never really explained that. But the idea is that if you don't take the vaccine, you can actually lose your job. So right then and there, I can see a couple of lawsuits coming up. I can see a lot of potential lawsuits coming up. Now the problem is that now here's a problem that you here's a problem about that. Any company, agency has a right to dictate what they want. So if they say that you have to have the vaccine, if they mandate that you have to have the vaccine, you have to do it. They have that right. That's conservative viewpoint. But conservative viewpoint also states that you can say no. So here's the question: which is the right policy? Which is the right way to do this? I don't know. Me personally, I don't know. Now, mind you, I did take my first vaccination. I did take my first shot of the vaccination last Saturday. Was I tired? I was tired because I didn't sleep very well. My arm was in total pain for technically 2 days. Okay, I was in there for 20 minutes because you had to after you take the vaccine, you had to sit there for 15 minutes. So basically, it's not that big of a deal to me. So the question I have is, If a company or agency or whatever private institution can mandate that you have to have the vaccine. Now, originally they were talking about if I went to work unvaccinated, then I had to wear a mask all the time, all day long, and I had to socially distance. Now, how's that going to work? Like, for example, my office is a very small office. There's like 20 of us in our office. We're technically on top of each other, so that means they had to separate me way back where I had to sit in a separate area. But see, the thing is, I wouldn't be able to sit at home. I couldn't do it from home. They wouldn't say, "Well, Art, since you're not vaccinated, you have to stay home." Okay, if that was the case, I would not get. I would say, "Hey, no, I'm not vaccinated, even though I am vaccinated. No, I didn't vaccinate yet. Nope, nope, nope. I can stay at home." If they did that, that'd be awesome. But, but then again, let's take a look at that. But that's kind of wrong for me to do that. I did not take the vaccine because of my job. And the thing is, the idea of getting fired from my job because I didn't take the vaccine without any kind of proof, okay? Without any kind of religious objections or medical objections, you know what I'm saying? You're going to see a lot of pushback on this. Now, whether you get the vaccine or not, that's not my issue. I don't care. That's your life. I took the vaccine because of my doctor, my primary care doctor, harped on me. My podiatrist harps on me on that one. My dentist harped on me. My kidney specialist, my diabetes specialist, all these medical professions that I deal with. Did you take the vaccine yet? Why you didn't take the vaccine yet? Don't you know you should take it because of your medical conditions? If you end up developing COVID with your medical conditions of diabetes, it can exacerbate a lot of stuff. We don't know, but it can. And you look up and like, yeah, no problem. I got it under control. I took it. So if you saw my other video, I told you, I said, because the Motor City Comic Con is next month. So in the space of 5 to 10,000 people in the span of 3 days, if I'm going to catch COVID, it most likely is going to be from there. So I'd rather get the vaccinated, and if I do contract it, it's a lot less than being a lot worse. But that's my viewpoint on that. That's my viewpoint. Plus, another thing, if they told me to come to the office without the vaccination, I had to wear a mask, and I'm like, I don't feel like doing that shit. I really don't. It's not that I'm a big proponent of mask wearing. I'm not. I hate wearing a mask. I hate it, dude. I really do. But I look at it as that if it can get us over this and get back to normal, okay, fine. It's a small inconvenience, but if it gets America back to normal and our lives back to normal, why not? But anyway, that's my thoughts of what's going on in my noggin right now. I feel like I had to just let this shit out today. So let me know what you think about that. Let's have a discussion about that. If your job mandated you to do the vaccine, would you do it? Would you object to it? Would it be political, religious, medical? What would you think? Let me know down below. And with that being said, thank you for watching. Yes, I will be doing a little bit more of these little rants pretty soon. I'm sorry I haven't done it because I felt like I really shouldn't. But now I'm getting to the point where I just got to let this stuff out. Okay? With that being said, thank you very much. And I'll be seeing you in the next one.